Hello students, today we will study about the business environment concept and the features of business environment. So what is the meaning of business environment? Basically, environment includes many factors or elements which affects the business. Like we are also living in environment, natural environment, social environment, our home environments affects our life. In the same way, there are many factors in environment which affect a business. A business has to do business. A businessman has to do business in a business environment. So there are many factors in the business environment which affects the business directly or indirectly. Some factors are under controllable and some factors are beyond the control of a businessman. The environment is basically of two types, internal and external. Internal environment means the factors which lies in the organization, and these factors are controllable, and external factors lies outside the business and these factors are not controllable. Internal factor like finance of the organization, manpower of the organization, management of the organization, and external like government, customers, competitors, political environment, economical environment. So these are the factors outside the organization and these are not controllable by the organization. In this unit we have to study about the external factors. Clear? So what is the meaning of business environment? Basically, business environment includes totality of the external factors or institution which affects the business directly or indirectly. Like nowadays present COVID situation, this situation is affecting all the business. Demonetization was happened in 2017. Clear? If government changes, if customer taste changes, so these are the factors which affects the functioning or success of the organization. These factors affects the business directly or indirectly. Clear? This is known as business environment. So what is again I am repeating, business environment means totality of the external forces, institutions which lies outside the organization and affects the functioning of the organization. Clear? Now the features of business environment. First is the totality of external forces. In this business environment we will study about those factors which lies outside the organization, and those factors are beyond the control of the organization. Organization cannot control the changes in those factors, and these factors affect the business directly or indirectly. External forces like customers, suppliers, government. So these factors, if there is any change in the policy of import and export, demonetization took place in 2017, if the customer taste and preferences changes, if there is an emergency situation or difficulty situation in the supply area, so it can affect the supplies of the raw material. So so business environment includes totality of external forces which are not controllable by the organization. Specific and general forces. Specific forces like customer of the organization, suppliers of the organization, these competitors, these factors affects the organization directly. And general forces like political environment, social environment, economical environment, natural environment, these affects the indirectly. Clear? Interrelatedness. All the factors of business environment are interrelated. Clear? Like demonetization took place in 2017. Demonetization was economical changes. Due to that, the use of Paytm app, phone pay app, the use of digital payment has increased. So due to the changes in economic environment, there is also changes in technological environment. So one factors also affect the other factors. So these are the interrelated. Dynamic means constant change. The changes in the dimensions of business environment, the changes in customer taste and preferences, the changes in the political environment, economic environment. So these changes takes place constantly. Clear, time to time there will be the changes, and only those businessmen will be successful in the organization whosoever adapt and implement the changes successfully. Complexity, difficult. There are so many factors in the business environments which affects the business environment, and no one businessman or a manager accurately understand the effect of changes in the factor of business environment. So it is very difficult to understand the changes in factor of business environment. Uncertainty means nothing is certain. Clear, because the business environment, in the factor of business environment, there are so many factors and there will be so many changes, and all the changes are related with the future. Clear, so a business manager can predict the changes, can estimate the changes, but they are not certain कि these changes certainly will take place or not. So there is a uncertainty. Clear, relativity, the impact of changes will not be same at all places. Like the COVID patients, or the number of cases of COVID is more in metropolitan cities comparatively to rural area. So the impact of this pandemic is not same at everywhere. Clear, the changes, the degree of impact will be different in different places. Clear, nowadays farmer agitations, the impact of this agitation is not same at everywhere. So the changes will take place, but the impact of the changes will not be same everywhere. The degree of changes will be different in different area. So this was about the features of business environment and the concept of business environment. Thank you.